So, oh, I forgot I had these on. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. It's hard to take me seriously with those on, isn't it? Fuck it. Okay, so that's what I was gonna talk about. See, they're there for a reason. Um, so these positive reinforcement videos, I want to start also by just showing myself some positive reinforcement because like this stuff I've been dealing with and going through, dang, like proud of myself for sure because like y'all don't even know willpower, like I'm getting my willpower back and remembering who I am, um just like overall, like as a soul, like an ancient old soul who just has been refined so many times and taught so many lessons and evolved so many ways. um like I've been through a lot, I've overcome a lot. Some people go through one thing that I go through like every month and can't overcome it, you know. But I believe there's people on this planet who were placed here to raise the planet's frequency. So higher dimensional beings, like, you know, with higher frequencies, higher vibrating souls, you know, to bring to this third dimension low frequency planet like higher vibes and transmute, which means to heal in a way, to like absorb those negative 3D lower dense vibrations. And since these people on the planet aren't doing it very well or enough, is building up a lot of this dense energy on this planet and just holding everybody down. No one can like really see past into the spiritual, like what really means like sustenance for the soul, like what really matters, spiritual things, you know. Stuck in this 3D carnal, just physical realm and distracted by everyday, you know, distractions that the system tricks you into focusing on. All these things keep you from your soul and like what's really important, like the most important things, like what you're here to do, like be happy and experience life, you know, what you're meant to experience, like what turns your wheels, you know what I mean? Like what is your passion? What do you want to do? What makes you you? What can you bring to this planet that's like not what you're forced to do or obligated to do, that you want to do, that you specifically came granted with God's blessed, you know, blessings poured upon you, like your gifts. Everyone has a gift. What do you want to put into this planet, you know? We're all stuck in this ego, I mean, physical ego 3D trap, and I believe most people are just regular individuals and they're in that matrix. And then there's like 15% or something, you know, there's some strategically placed higher density beings who came here, dropped in frequency to come down here and transmute those heavy things, you know, those dense energies for them, like absorb them, feel them, not just shove them under the rug and let them accumulate or just never deal with them until they die and just avoid them, but actually feel them. Empaths, you know, come here to feel those things, feel them, experience them, release them back into the universe, and not in a way that's hateful, that's going to create denser, more low vibration energies to manifest, but that's going to relieve the planet of those because it's healed with love, and love is like 10 times more powerful than fear or hate. So you transmute that, and that's with love, you know, like you forgive it, you heal it, you let it go, release it back into the universe with a higher vibration, and that love, that 10 times stronger love, it heals so much just from that, and also it stops that from occurring further, like in the next generation, because it stops with you. So you just broke the chain on that, on those cycles. So then if 15% of the planet does that now, their kids, are going to see a different world. They're going to experience a different type of reality just because their parents have healed that within themselves. So it's changing the paradigm for how they're going to see the planet. Instead of this toxic cycle that's been continuing, they're going to break those cycles. And then the next generation is going to do that. It's just going to continue. It's snowball effect. And I believe I'm one of those people. I know I'm one of those people. And I've always said, like, I came here just to, like, help everybody, and they all hate me for it, but it's not true. It's just, and I've also used to talk negatively, also, like, all I do is get shit on, and, have to shit out, right, expect rainbows to come out of it, you know what I mean, like, but that's my magical power, it's how you look at it, like, instead of, oh, shit, like, I have to take all this, extra dense energy on, like have traumatic experiences occur on top of the other. Like so many times, like you can't even keep your head straight. Like everything's spinning because it's just one trauma after another. Like, the life lessons. It's honestly just because you're strong enough to handle them. Like you feel like weak and attacked, and like the world's out to get you, and it's against you, but it's all under your perspective. Like that's what the world wants you to think. But what if you look at it in a way of like, well, God only gives God gives the hardest, battles to the strongest soldiers type of perspective. Then you're like, okay, well, not everybody has the ability, like myself, to feel these things and be strong enough to heal them. I have that ability. God believes in me, so I have to believe in me because he does, or it does. The creating force that is in all of us believes in me. Like it knew before I was born what I was gonna do and what my mission was, so I trust that. I helped create that. I was a part of planning all of this. I knew these challenges would grow me as a soul, and I'm overcoming them like a boss. And I've been sleeping on me, like, this whole time. Knowing deep down I'm divine, I'm strong, I'm a warrior for Christ consciousness, sweeping this planet. Second coming of Christ, basically. It's Christ consciousness, awakening everybody's spiritual eyes. Third eye, what you want to say, seat of the soul, pineal gland activation. That's Christ consciousness, like seeing what would Jesus do. That's where that comes from. What would Jesus do? Like how he would see things, how he would handle. And he did walk this planet, and his soul has been on this planet before that, transmuting, showing the way, like the way. And religion isn't the way. Religion is a trap. It's to control and divide. Spirituality and divinity and divination, stuff like that, will be told to you from religious points of view, that you shouldn't do that. It's against God. No, it depends on the perspective, the intention. I mean, and the focus and the intention, basically, of the person behind it. Just like symbolism is, it's not the symbol itself that's evil or good. It's the intention of the user. So the divinities and stuff like that, it's all the intention behind it and how you use it. But it was created to connect with the divine and God, force, creation, creator. So I'm proud of myself for being here as a higher density being who came down here to feel this heavy energy for a lot of weak people. Not weak, I'm not saying weak. People who didn't know how to feel it, or that it was what was holding the planet back, or causing all of this to accumulate, and just the collapse of this planet. The Earth itself is a living being. It called people here to help it. I'm one of those people, and I'm proud of myself for overcoming my trials and tribulations, and just by doing that, giving others hope that they can too. Snowball effect, that. So, to that degree, I have helped and am helping, and finding myself, my soul, my calling, coming into alignment. Everything's beautiful. Can't complain. Seeing blessings more than anything. So, but I've just went through like the worst year of my life. So, the most challenging one, I should say, not the worst, but the most beneficial. So, anyways, I'm proud of myself. Positive reinforcement all the way for me, and my individuality, once in a million, never again. Christiness that I'm bringing to this planet. So, like all that weirdness, alienness, and